Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at 7 games you should play this Halloween. Now first, let's define what sort of horror game I'm looking for. In 2023 we're spoiled for choice, so I'm going to run down the list severely and cut out a few themes and elements that we're used to. Anyway, I hope you find some games here that you may not have seen before, may not have played before, and give them a go, because we all know we can't trust Steam to recommend us a good horror game. Alright, let's check out what games that Steam can recommend us for the Halloween season. Alright, horror. Okay, Dark Tide. Probably don't think this is quite horror. Haven't played this, haven't seen anything, so survival horror's in there, so maybe. Dead Space, yeah. Maybe. Maybe the Lies of P. I really want to get this game though. Can tell you I'm not paying full price for it though. Yeah, sure. It's a horror game. Vampire Survivors. That's probably the scariest one of them all. If you want a real horror game this Halloween, grab that one. Elden Ring. Here we go. That'll scare you. I don't know. How did these lists get made? Alright, haven't seen that one. Looks like could be. Yeah, Resident Evil 4. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters. Yeah, this Halloween season, this is the one to get. Oh my god. How is this even in here? How's this a horror game? Alright, let's have a look. Oh, Grounded. Don't know about that one. See, I wonder if it's recommending me games. Straight is in here. I don't know if it's recommending me games based on what I play, or if this is everything that everyone sees. A Remnant 2, probably not. What else have we got? Warhammer. Wait, horror thing's not even in here. Let's have a look. Horror, let's go. Alright, what do we got? Res 4, yeah. Alright. Remnant I wouldn't really recommend as a horror game. I suppose it could be seen as a horror game. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's perfect actually. What else have we got here? Skyrim. Yeah, Skyrim, that's a scary one. Oh, it's a DLC as well. Maybe it's the vampire DLC. Alright, what else have we got? We'll do one more. Don't know what that is. The Isles. Dinosaurs. Okay. Maybe. Oh, the scariest game of all. Call of Duty World War II. I think this is for the zombie mode though. So I guess it gets in here, but my goodness, Steam. Generation Zero. That was actually a good game. I enjoyed that, but very underfinished. Anyway, let's actually get into the real horror games that I recommend. Alright, before we get into my 7 games I recommend, we've actually got to cut down the list. So this is a list of things that I think that people aren't afraid of anymore, certain themes, certain things that I don't want in horror games either. So let's jump right into it. First, we got to get rid of zombies. I don't think that anybody has been afraid of zombies for a good many years now. I think they've been overdone and they're just not scary anymore. I think that most people even have a plan for if there is a zombie apocalypse. So let's just get them out of here. While we're on the topic of Halloweenish monsters, let's get vampires out of here as well. I think that maybe Twilight did us dirty over the years and people are just not afraid of vampires anymore either. I think that I would like to add one of my favourite games, Nosferatu, into this, but however, like zombies, vampires are just out, so no Nosferatu for me. So the next one for me has got to be Aliens. I think that Aliens kind of aren't in the realm of Halloween, so I'm going to leave those ones out. My next condition is, and I'm sure this may upset people, but for me, it's not about it being gory. When it's over the top gory, it's something that makes me feel sick to my stomach, and You know, on Halloween, on the month of October, I'd like my pumpkin spice latte to stay in me, thank you. So, gore is out of here as well. My last condition, and this is the last one, I don't want any mainstream franchises in here. So, sorry Resident Evil, I love you, but you're out. I'm going to try and recommend some indie games, some games that you may have played in the past, or possibly some that you've never seen before. So without further ado, now that we've got an understanding, let's get into this video. Alright, first on the list we have Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle. In this game you play as Jason and you must go around unaliving each subject while using the bounds of each level. Just joking, this is not on the list. While I enjoy this game from time to time, the only thing scary about it is the microtransactions. Alright, the real first one that you should play this Halloween, that of course being the OG Slender Man. I wondered if I should even put this on the list because I'm sure everybody's played it by now, but jumping back into it for this video, I think, you know, it absolutely took me back to those days where it first came out and me and my friends gathered around a laptop in a dark room trying to collect the 8 pages. This still scares me a little bit. The ambience just is incredible in this game and I love running through the forest and getting lost. It's a unforgettable experience, and if you haven't tried it, if you're the one person that haven't tried this game just yet, please try it. You definitely should put it on your list for this Halloween. It's of course free. I'll leave a link down below where you can download it. Also, I'm going to throw Slenderman The Arrival in here. This one isn't free. However, if you're looking for something that's more than what the original Slenderman game can offer you, it explores the lore, has much more locations. It's only about an hour long and doesn't quite capture the same ambience and effect as the first one, but nonetheless it's still a good game and gives you a bit more story into the mystery of Slenderman. Number 2, we have The Suffering. Nothing could be more scarier than going to prison. But what about going to prison when you're maybe innocent? Well, if that's not scary enough, soon after you arrive, the place turns into a real horror show for both prisoners and guards who continue to die around you to these strange creatures. I honestly didn't have higher expectations going into this one. I thought it was going to be pretty mundane, but I was soon proven wrong. This game is really awesome. While I would say that it's not as scary as other ones on this list, the themes in this one really kept me on edge. Each monster here is a representation of a certain death penalty, which the characters have been sentenced to over the years. First up we have straitjackets, which I assume, you know, maybe lobotomy. Second, firing squad. Third, gas. And fourth, lethal injection. You know, there's more than that, but you get the picture. As you progress, you'll come across puzzles and the occasional boss fight. You can also find people that will help you, and you are actually given the option to either keep them around or unalive them, which there's kind of a good and bad side battling it out in your head as you go through these parts.
He needs your protection.
He's a parasite.
And they never tell you whether he's outright innocent or guilty, so you can choose to play him how you please. Later on, they actually give you the option to turn into a monster, which helps you get through certain tougher areas. You also have the choice of playing in third person or first person. I kept it in first person for the most part to kind of keep the fear level up a bit. Now, I do remember saying that I didn't like gore in my games, and I'd say this may be the goriest one on the list. However, it's got the old like PS2 graphics, so I hope you can overlook it like I have. This game is on GOG, it's not on Steam, and usually it's on there for quite cheap. There's also a second game, but I have not played that. Now, unfortunately, this game does come with some housekeeping, but it's not too bad. I could be misremembering this, but I don't think I could find this on the GOG app, and I actually had to use the website, and then it came up in my library on the app. I could be misremembering that though. You know, for you, it might actually just be on the app and you can buy it straight off of there. If not, try the website. Also, you may get sick from playing this game, and that's not because of the level of gore, but if you don't put your screen to the right setting, you need to make sure that it's adjusted to how it was originally intended and don't have it widened. I originally had it widened and it was making me feel sick, but after I adjusted it, it went away. And lastly, and this is a really weird one, if you install this game onto a big hard drive, like over 1 terabyte, it won't let you save in the game. I'm not sure how that all works. I think that maybe it thinks there's something wrong with the memory because it's too big. This game is only 2 gigabytes though. So what I did is just installed it to a 2 gigabyte USB, and then the game let me save. So just to clarify that, that's all the housekeeping out of the way. If you haven't played this one, please do. It's definitely worth, you know, the muck around to get it working. Alright, up next on the list is Before the Night. So don't let this cute little art style fool you. This game is basically Animal Crossing gone wrong. In this world, animals are the ones that have humans as pets. Now, I'm not going to get too much into the story, however, there are options here where you can either do certain things to make the story go along and progress, like a character asks for a certain item, you can go get that item for them, or you can just straight up kill them and take what you needed from them. So yeah, do not let this game fool you. It is definitely a horror game and definitely one of the cuter ones for this Halloween. Next on the list we have another game with a very unique art style. This is Neverending Nightmares. You'll be playing as Thomas Smith, who continues to wake up from a nightmare and then tries to find out what is going on by running through various houses that all look the same, as well as forests and graveyards. Each time you get through a section, you will wake up again in a bed, and you'll be drip fed over this time a little bit more of an insight into what is actually going on here. Now, I absolutely love this art style, totally unique, like I've never seen a game pull this off before, and it's actually on the Switch as well, which could be the perfect place to play this game. I think it looks a lot better on that little screen. I will give you a slight warning with this one. It definitely gets into some dark topics and has some depictions of self-harm as well. However, it's all done in this black and white style. However, just thought I'd warn you going into this one. The creator of this, and it's just one dude, he actually went through some pretty bad mental health while making this game, and he's done a couple of games and he's also working on another one. I'm not sure how well that one is coming along, but I'll leave his YouTube linked below, and you know, I'd love for you guys to go and grab this one. This game only comes in at probably about an hour. I think that, you know, if you really want to search everything and look through everything, you'll probably take you maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. There's also some alternate endings which need certain things for you to do in the game for those to be unlocked. So there's also that. But yeah, by all means, pick this one up, you know, support this creator because this game is fantastic, you know, very scary as well. Up next we have a absolute classic, and this one doesn't cost you anything. That's right, on Steam this is completely free. So this is Cry of Fear, for anyone who does not know, and this game is probably the best one on the list you could pick. You know, like I said, it's free, and this game will scare your socks off. It is a very scary game. This is definitely an older game, but that is to your benefit. The graphics and that are relatively low, so it should run on any computer, any PC, any laptop, and I think this is actually the perfect game for this Halloween. You follow the story of a man who gets hit by a car and then he wakes up with his mum texting him wondering when he is coming home. Now, I absolutely love having the mobile phone on the screen like that. It constantly reminds you what your mission is, like you're trying to get home, so it's a constant reminder of where you're supposed to be going. And then on top of that, the phone is actually a flashlight as well, so it's very nice. I will say this game is definitely not for the faint of heart. This game, like when I first played it, yeah, scared the life out of me. I think that if you played a lot of horror games, you'll definitely be fine with this one, and this one is definitely nothing compared to the last two. Alright, second to last on the list, we have Layers of Fear. Now, this is another one that absolutely scared the socks off of me. It looks all nice at the moment, but it does not last for long. And the way that they do certain things in this game, like you have to grip the door handle, you have to hold the mouse button down and drag it to open it. You know, it doesn't sound like much, but it is very freaky. And I actually streamed this game years ago, and I actually turned it off when we went to play something else. So I don't know if I'm ever going to return to that. I am hoping to get back into streaming, so I will leave my Twitch down below, but I make no promises. And this game will certainly not be playing. But anyway, the story is, you know, you're at this place and you're going around kind of, I don't know, snooping, I guess you could say. And there's many a strange painting on the wall, as well as many other strange happenings in this place. So this one has a very unique soundtrack that we'll listen to in a sec, but it's very different to most horror games, I find, but works extremely well. It certainly works up the anxiety, as well as the way that you open the doors. Like I said, you're constantly searching for something, and it really feels like something is going to jump out like all of the time. You're very on edge. Actually, I'll show you a few things that do jump out. Oh, that's cool. Oh, good. That's interesting. You know, I wonder with these games, like... Alright. I don't like this game. I want to play something else. Let's go back to Dead by Daylight where we were the oh, jeez. So yeah, there's some clips of me playing it years ago. Definitely, I'm not going to be playing it, but maybe you want to play it this Halloween season. Anyway, let's get on to our number one. Alright, last on the list, our number one. No, it's not the Silent Hill trailer game hallway thing. That's long gone. This is Visage, and this is well and truly the most terrifying game that I have seen. I have not actually played this one. I watched a friend stream it and I was terrified, and he was terrified. He wanted to turn it off, but we forced him to play it and we all got to experience it, and my goodness, this is one absolutely terrifying game. If you're looking for a truly scary experience, definitely give Visage a shot. It is unlike any other game that I've seen. It doesn't do any cliches. It is truly unique, truly its own, and yeah, definitely one you should get your friends around to play with you this Halloween. Now I'm going to leave you some clips of my friend playing this and getting scared, and to thank him, make sure you go and follow on his Twitch. But anyway guys, that has been the video, 7 horror games to play this Halloween. Hope you've enjoyed, and leave me some comments down below whether you'll be picking these ones up or what you're going to be doing for this Halloween, and leave me a like. This video actually took me a lot of effort compared to what I'm used to. I've also got another channel where I do unboxings of retro figures as well as some anime figures, so I'll leave that down below as well, and you can check that out if you would like. And yeah, if it's your first time here, please do subscribe. I plan on making some more gaming videos, so yeah, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Don't you do it. Ah! I even knew it was there! Please, no. Ah! Ah! Oh. Pleasure doing business with you.